Here it comes, race day, and Lewis Hamilton is on the pole. I can't wait to hear those engines roar. Yeah, Mercedes, I hope you guys lose. In fact, I've got money on it. Antoine East, you are my friend now. Starting off the grid, we have Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen, and Carlos Sainz. The driver transfer pool, Sergio Perez and Sebastian Vettel starting in 6th. Esteban Ocon and Mick Schumacher, son of Michael Schumacher. It's actually impressive he got the Haas up that far. Fernando Alonso, Nikita Mazepin. Lance Stroll, his dad owns the team. And Daniel Ricciardo, everyone's favourite Australian. Lando Norris, he streams on Twitch. Pierre Gasly, he needs to get rid of those mutton chops, oh my. Yuki Tsunoda, the shortest ever F1 driver. George Russell, the guy who's so unlucky. Nicholas Latifi. Kimi Räikkönen, the best ever. Not ever, but Kimi fans will understand. Antonio Giovinazzi and Charles Leclerc rounds off the end of the grid. So here we get into the bonuses. It is a rainy track, which means our car did pretty decently there. We don't get any mechanical bonuses for Kimi's car, so we're just going to increase the relationship here. And we're going to put medium performance on Gio. I'll try to look at the weather beforehand. It looks like it's going to become a worse and worse rain race as it goes on, so we're going to try to stay on intermediates as long as possible and constantly monitor everything, I suppose. It's a 14-lap race. Should just be a one pit stop, that is. So we'll see that. I don't need to know about this. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. It's 5 red lights. And away we go. Kimi Räikkönen with a okay start. Looks like he's trying to go through him. Yeah, we're not going to get much lead. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Tell me which camera view you like best. Somebody spun. Kimi Räikkönen goes by him. We'll get DRS on the next lap, or ERS on the next lap. Kimi up to 13th. Antonio's still down below. Now what I can do is I can change how fast they drive. So conserve, neutral, attack. I'm just going to leave them both on conserve and same options here. This is just normal speed. Vettel get the fastest lap so far. I'm going to turn on ERS and pause it and give Antonio ERS as well. It's only lap 2 and it's just going to get more wet. Raikkonen's fighting Gasly, trying to get by him. He finds a way on the outside, tries to go for 3. I don't think he's going to get it though. Yeah, he gets pushed out wide. Antonio, on the other hand, he's not doing so great. Raikkonen slips out of 15th, slips down to 15th place. You know, Antonio's so far behind. I'm going to let him just start conserving tires. So that way we don't have to double stack, which means both cars, well, not both cars in the pit lane at once. Nobody's done any pit stops yet. Vettel's up in 2nd place, which I love. I'm a huge Vettel fan, if anyone doesn't know that. Everyone's strategy currently is conserving, or not conserving, neutral. I'm going to let Gio conserve. Raikkonen, on the other hand, he's going to be our pusher for this race. He's probably going to be the pusher for most races that we do, as he is fighting Mazepin, or he was fighting Mazepin. I'm going to let him let loose the ERS down here, so he should get a good speed boost. All that does is give them more engine power with energy and electronics and crap. I don't understand the science behind it, I just know it makes car go fast. The water on the track is still gaining. It's not significant yet. Hamilton and Vettel, P1, 2, Verstappen 3. You can see all that on the left side. We still don't get any points if we don't score inside the top 10, so we kind of have to do a little bit better than this, but our current goal is just to finish above P14 as Giovinazzi is getting scrubbed by Russell. He's caught him between the 2 Williams, which is just embarrassing. I'm going to go check the weather really quick. It looks like it's about to go down, so we should be able to keep everybody's tires safe. We're going to let We're gonna let Raikkonen start to conserve his tires to see if we can make it to that point. It may let Bottas pass him, but Bottas is already in a stinking Mercedes. He should be past us. But Kimi's doing a great job blocking him. Who said the old man can't do this anymore? If anything, the Gio can't do it anymore. Italian Jesus. Yeah, he's down to P15. Mazepin passed him. And Gasly's looking all around him. 9 laps remaining. Oh, Gio. 23 seconds off the lead lap. It roughly takes a car 23 seconds to pit. So we're going to let Kimi go back to neutral tire. Geez, that's pretty bad. We are going to let him try to catch up here on this long straightaway with ERS, but it is not looking too good. The investors will be mad with me, so maybe y'all can cheer me up after I lose this race. Now you see that little orange symbol means that they're harvesting that at the cost of fuel efficiency. Our cars are so bad that we don't get much efficiency to them. We only get 0.09 spare gas to use. We loaded these things up as little as possible so that we don't lose any space. Gio is just running that far behind. It's interesting because he's not the worst driver on the grid. I think Mazepin I made the worst driver on the grid, so yeah, this is not boding well for us. 7 laps remain. I think the water's still going to be on track for another 2 to 3. Yeah, so in 3 laps we're going to take Kimi in. It's typically 10% wear, so we're going to change that. Yeah, 1 lap like this and he'll be fine. We're going to let Gio start going a little bit faster. Looks like 3 drivers have hit the pit lane. Alonso, Leclerc, and Ocon. So that's Alpine and Ferrari. We'll see how much faster the lap times are. That might change the predicament we're in, because I might let Raikkonen go into the pits right now. Yeah, we put Raikkonen in the pits this lap and Gio next lap. So we're gonna hit Raikkonen up here, go onto tires. Nope, he's gonna need 1 more lap, so we're gonna let both of them attack then. It will burn their tires down, but also it should be time to switch. The crossover point is what it's called, so it's the time that it's no longer a wet racetrack and ready. So as you can tell, Kimi's flying right through these guys as he gets his ERS off, and a double overtake. Is it completed? He throws off Mazepin to the side. It's completed. Your tires will hit a cliff, and you will come down pit lane this lap. So it's finally dry. It's going to be 1 raindrop on the sinking track, so do that. He doesn't need his car repaired. This isn't NASCAR. But we can see how they did afterwards. Gio, on the other hand, is going to speed right here. Man, he really burns his tires poorly. We're going to let Gio pit as well, because there's such a big deficit between them. There's no reason to do that. The soft tires are better, and oh my goodness, he can't even make it to the end of the race with the 2 to 4 lap durability. So we're going to put him on medium tires and just... Jeez, Gio, why you're bad? Maybe we need to replace Gio quicker than I thought. We're going to put Kimi Raikkonen's tire wear down a little bit. Oh my goodness. He's about to lose it out there. The Iceman, the pit lane's right there, buddy. Come on, you can make it. You can make it, you can make it, you can make it. Whew. That was some good strategy, eh? And he's in and out, no double stacking, perfectly timed. That should help Gio more than it helps Kimi. Kimi currently in 10th place, last at points. Gio back there. Yep, he gets passed by Perez right off the bat. Ooh, Ocon and Ricciardo must have wrecked right there. They just retired, which is 2 free spots. Kimi is going to be fighting for this last spot. He's got Russell, Perez. It's Perez and Mazepin, so we're going to let Perez pass Mazepin before we even try to engage. There we go. So 24% per lap is not good. We can't do that. We might be able to push on the very last lap, so we're going to just do that there. ERS from Gio as well. We don't have enough gas in the tank to try pushing there. You hate to see it. But I think so far it's not a bad showing from us, as Kimi does close up to the back of Mazepin. He's right there. We're going to see if we can get him ERS and maybe some gas down this long straightaway. And if we pass him now, we don't have to worry about passing him in the lap. Oh, Charles Leclerc is in the pits. That could be our last spot. That's the 10th spot. There we go. It's because Leclerc pitted too early for tires, which should help us out significantly. And Kimi's trying to get it. He goes to the inside. Beautiful work by Kimi Räikkönen. And I hope that y'all are okay with me watching the driver that's doing better, because this guy, yeah, he hasn't been doing so great. So we're watching the driver that's actually making moves. The 41-year-old man's doing better than the 29-year-old. What the heck is that about? As we're closing in on the final stages of this race. 13 out of 14 laps, and the British people count it differently, so don't worry, it's actually 15 by some American counting, and y'all will understand when you get there. It's the last lap. Hamilton's already across the line. We're 32 seconds behind. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is the last lap. We won't be able to catch up to Perez. I don't think we'll be able to catch up to Perez. And Gio might be able to catch up to Russell, but I doubt it. We're going to be pressurized by Bottas. No, Leclerc. We want Leclerc and Bottas to be fighting each other, so we don't have to worry about it. We want that to be what happens, but I'm not sure if it will. As Stroll's right in front of us, going very slow. Lewis Hamilton, your race winner. We're going to see if we can just give him a little bit of gas here for both drivers. Kimi Räikkönen has just a little bit further to go. He gets on the gas. He's stepping on the gas. It's not enough. Antonio Giovinazzi, on the other hand, will finish in P15. Kimi Räikkönen P9. Not bad. We beat our goal of trying to just get above 14th place. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Now we get to see the results. We did it. I guess we could have gone for the 9th place one. We failed for qualifying, but we had a little bit of a bonus. Here are the strategies that everyone pulled off. P1, Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, and Vettel all had the same strategy. Alonso with a sneaky strategy to get him from the back of the grid up there. He stayed on mediums when it was still wet. Schumacher did similar strategy. Yeah, we kind of just stayed with the leaders. We're slow enough that we couldn't do anything else. I guess we should have put Gio in sooner, and Ricciardo and Ocon did not quite make it to the end. So that actually gives us 2 points. All we wanted was some points this season, so we did that. So what's the next goal? A podium? Which is very, very rare. 7th in points. I would be happy to finish above 8th place if we can get that. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton wins, Max Verstappen 2nd. What's new? What is new is Carlos Sainz from Ferrari got a podium in his very first outing. Vettel moving to Aston Martin did that well. Fernando Alonso after retirement does that well. Schumacher in an absolute shoe of a car gets there. Up. Sergio Perez doing decently in a Red Bull. Kimi Räikkönen doing amazingly. Lance Stroll, I mean, he exists. Valtteri Bottas being the last point getter. And this is about average for everyone except for Lando. I feel like he should have been a little bit further up there. So McLaren is suffering this year. Lots of excitement for Lewis Hamilton's win, but don't forget about that Alfa Romeo. They look strong contenders. And here's what happened around the world. Jury Vips, or however you say that. It might be Yuri Vips, Robert Schwartzman. So that's how the team points is looking there in the Asia Super Pacific Cup. In F3, Jack Doohan and David Schumacher, Ralph Schumacher's son. Arthur Leclerc doing decently. Let's see, Ben Daly, YouTuber. The esports drivers here all finishing collectively in the same spot. Arva, Devin Butler, and Lucas Weber on the bottom. Alright, let's see. This is, yeah, this seems about right. For IndyCar, Scott Dixon wins. 6-time champ, what do you expect? Simon Pagenaud, okay. Romain Grosjean doing decently. Willpower. Jimmy Johnson finishing up there. Marcus Harrison. Yeah, that doesn't seem too far out of the order. Typically they have more drivers, but that's just how it is. Okay, in America with NASCAR, we have Brad Keselowski winning the very first race. Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin getting 2nd and 3rd. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott up there in the top 10. Kyle Busch, Eric Almirola, Newman, Larson, Truex, DiBenedetto, Bowman, Blaney, Dillon, Busher. Yeah, that's not too far out of the ordinary. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pat on the back for the ratings that I gave everybody so far. And AJ Allmendinger won in the lower series. That makes sense as well. Bo Wallace barely managing to get top 10. Rising stars, Carl Edwards, Matt Crafton, and Grant Enfinger. And I feel like that would be about what happens if he was there. Where did Alexander Albon finish? Boy. Wait, did I miss him? Yeah, P9. Okay. Manageable for him. He can move over to F1 if we want to pick him up. Haley Deegan finishing 18th place. That would be good for her standards. And in the Endurance Series, Toyota Racing won. And 1UP Racing won. There we go. Good job, Mario and Luigi. Alright, that thus concludes that. Whoa, hold on a second. We got Antonio Giovinazzi at Like a Bosque. Just heard from a friend at Mercedes they got a new engine. Hope ours is better. Do y'all want to tell them or do I have to? Ferrari bringing some new brakes. Good for them. Kimi Räikkönen gets a hot streak. Everyone was impressed by him. He's reached his peak, but he got +2 to all his stats as long as he continues finishing 12th or better, which is a goal for all of us, right? Here's our balance sheet. Not bad. 12 total races, so we kind of need to make a little bit more money, but that doesn't really hurt. Alfa Romeo has been making contacts at their first race as the start of their supplier network. Heck yeah, now we can start building a supplier network which helps us get better parts, etc. We're going to put ourselves in Europe because that's where Alfa Romeo is. It's not in America, so we're going to get a nice little airport first. Okay, wow, there's still stuff. I'm just waiting to do an outro here. Front wing comes in. There we go, everybody. It's worse than expected. We're going to give it to Gio. Oh my goodness, there's more. Okay. We got our gym where Kimi Räikkönen can do things. Brake facilities are built, so we can start building brakes. And we can start building suspension pieces, which will be so beneficial to us. You have no idea. A famous engineer is available. We will hire this engineer when we have the money. Other than that, they will stay here. All of them will just stay here until we need them. Alright. Well, that's been pretty good so far. I'm Like a Bosque, and I'll see all you next time.